Just readiness to play. When you miss that many free throws and layups, it really comes down to where you really really ready to play. And then obviously the all the threes. So trying to get those under control. So.
Lillard obviously had a lot of them. What is that in that situation? Just hard to handle a guy who has a hot hand on the night, or?
Yeah, I mean he's a hot hand. He's pulling up from 35, 40, goes in. Probably could have gone out and trapped him and got the ball out of his hands a little earlier, but. Oh yeah, certainly stretches you. Particularly when you got to drop. You're in a drop or big who's you're trying to get up the floor. But they just kicked our ass in every facet, and so we got to get over it and be better next time we play.
Do you feel like how many times he got to the line in the previous game had anything to do with
Who?
Lillard had anything to do with him being so open for getting a lot of threes today?
How many times did he go to the line today? Once, yeah. I mean, I don't know if there was any correlation between. I mean, he gets to the line all the time, So, but yeah, I don't really know. It's a tough question to answer.
Chris,
Yeah.
D'Angelo offensively, he's been going for a while now, and he's really got a lot going from the mid-range area. How does that, in what ways does that help your group when he's able to consistently be scoring at all three levels?
Yeah, I mean, he and Rudy have a really good thing going. Rudy's doing a really good job of setting screens for him and getting him free. His three looks good. I mean, catching and shooting in a good rhythm. I think one thing we got to try to do in our pick and roll is maybe create more offense for others still. It's one of the reasons we struggle to, create more threes, and so I think there's opportunities to do that, but, he's certainly found a rhythm, and it's good to see.
There's an importance that you guys have the low man rotating over. Do you think corner threes, if it was too much of a rotation?
I mean, there was not a great low man presence tonight, so it wasn't whether we were covering up the corner or not covering. It was just when we did come over, there was no resistance. So.
Was that kind of what happened late in the third quarter?
Yeah, I thought it happened all throughout the game. Honestly, we watched a bunch of clips at halftime where our low man wasn't present and active. So.
The starting five had 27 rebounds. 20 of those were Rudy's. How important is it to Jaden had one tonight? How important is it to get those other four guys to get in there and kind of?
Yeah, we've been harping on that all season. Our smalls have to rebound better, Rudy's just cleans up everything that he can get to around the rim, but it's the ones that bounce out, the long ones, or they got a second or third crasher. They're just coming in unchecked. So.
We'll go to the Zoom. John, go ahead.
Chris, we've talked about it a little bit this season, but when you guys take 27 threes and they make 21, I mean, are you guys capable of winning shootouts at this point when the game goes that way? How do you combat that?
Yeah, a shootout from the three-point line, I don't know if that's going to be something that, we're going to win most nights just because our lower volume, John, but we were shooting almost 56% at halftime, so we're making a lot of shots. We just, got to try to create a little bit more. The biggest thing we got to do is we got to try to limit the threes that we're giving up, given the fact that we're not a high-volume three-point shooting team ourselves. Yeah.
What was happening during that run? Was there anything else that could have been done to slow things down at that point?
Well, we gave up a slot three and, over helping on a drive by, I believe it was Grant, kicked out the Hart, and, that pushed it to 13. And then, I think offensively we missed a couple layups. We were something like 27 for 47 at the rim tonight. Which is, the shots that we are able to create, we're not able to make. So, and then, Yeah, so then it was just an avalanche. Transition got loose in transition too.
Jace, go ahead.
Hey Chris, we saw last year like J-Nax really good at chasing guys around screens and whatnot on the perimeter. How many guys do you feel like that you have that capability, and what can other guys do, I guess, to get better at it?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like some guys are better on the ball, some guys are better in pick and roll, some guys are better chasing. Torian's also a really good chase guy for us. We have to have, we got to find some new guys who can chase off the ball right now.
And just in general, kind of the inconsistency of this team, like, is there a way to correct that, or is it just something where you kind of continue to figure out, harp on things just to get it there? Because it just seems like, it's one step forward, one step back in certain areas specifically.
Yeah, I mean, that's indicative of a team that's 13 and 14. You're pretty much like inconsistent by nature. At this point, I don't know if there's certainly not a magic button to push to help. I think maybe our like sharpness to start the game. That's one thing that's been an indicator for me. Is like when we start sharp and locked in is when we play well. I've said that all season, and tonight we didn't have that. So.